Welcome back to Prop News Time. Here are the headlines for the day. Phagwara Hoshiarpur. Road 4-laning project. Begins with INR 1058 crore investment. The long-awaited 4-laning of the Phagwara Hoshiarpur road in Punjab has officially commenced, marking a major milestone in regional infrastructure. Former Union Minister Som Parkash announced that the 48.6-kilometer highway project will be developed at a cost of Rs 1058 crore, including Rs 500 crore for land acquisition. Laid out by Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, the project includes 2 bypasses, 1 major bridge, 11 minor bridges, 20 underpasses, 1 railway overbridge, 41 junctions, 28 bus laybys, and 2 truck laybys. Scheduled for completion in 2 years, the highway aims to boost connectivity, improve freight efficiency, and support local economic and commuter needs. Reliance to invest INR 75,000 crore in Northeast, focusing on clean energy and regional growth. Reliance Industries Limited, or AL, has announced an investment of INR 75,000 crore in the northeastern region over the next 5 years. The plan includes setting up 350 compressed biogas plants, expanding its telecom and retail operations, enhancing solar power initiatives, and significantly contributing to healthcare and education. Chairman Mukesh Ambani shared this vision during an investors' summit, emphasizing the company's aim to touch the lives of the region's 45 million residents. RIL's philanthropic arm, Reliance Foundation, will also lead the way in establishing a cancer hospital and promoting Olympic-level sports training in collaboration with state governments. Shillong's INR 3,000 crore infrastructure overhaul, smart city, ecotourism, and cultural revival. Shillong is undergoing a transformative phase, with infrastructure projects exceeding INR 3,000 crore. Key initiatives include the INR 1,188 crore for New Meghalaya Secretariat, the INR 217 crore Integrated Solid Waste Management Facility, and the INR 70 crore Living Root Bridges Experience Center. The city is also focusing on ecotourism, with the development of 5 circuits under the Meghalaya Ecotourism Infrastructure Development Project and enhancing urban mobility through the Shillong-Dauki 4-lane highway. These projects aim to boost connectivity, promote sustainable tourism, and preserve cultural heritage. Positioning Shillong as a modern urban center. A residential flat spanning 766 square feet, sold in Bhagwati Greens 1, in Raigad's Kharghar for INR 3.5 crore. A residential flat spanning 565 square feet, sold in Godrej Sky Garden, in Raigad's Old Panvel for INR 62 lakhs. A residential flat spanning 565 square feet, sold in Lake Paradise in Raigad's Mahat for INR 45.12 lakhs NRIs, drive India's real estate boom with soaring investment share. India's real estate sector is undergoing a remarkable transformation. Non-resident Indian NRI investors elevate their stake from 10% a decade ago to nearly 20% today. This surge reflects NRI's growing confidence in Indian property as a secure long-term asset, influenced by emotional ties, favorable currency rates, and improved market transparency. Luxury and premium segments, especially in cities like Gurugram, have become hotspots for NRI investments. Infrastructure developments and policy stability under RERA have further catalyzed this trend, positioning Indian real estate as a preferred destination for wealth preservation among the diaspora. Tamil Nadu CM inaugurates affordable housing complex in Karur for economically weaker sections. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin inaugurated a 32-flat apartment complex in Karur via video conferencing, built by the Tamil Nadu Urban Habitat Development Board in Velambadi, Aravakurichi. The project cost INR 2.95 crore and spans 0.165 hectares, with a basement and 3 floors. Each 400 square foot unit features a bedroom, living room, kitchen, bathroom, and toilet, costing INR 9.23 lakh. During the ceremony, 30 beneficiaries received allotment orders. Amenities include a groundwater tank, borewell, motor room, septic tank, drainage system, and street lighting. Allotment orders were handed over by District Collector M. Thangavel in the presence of officials. Zone Realty unveils INR 1,125 crore blueprint to redefine luxury living in India. Zone Realty has announced a capital expenditure of INR 1,125 crore to be deployed over the next 3 years as it enters the luxury real estate development sector across India. Moving beyond its legacy in land banking and infrastructure, the company intends to build premium residential, commercial, and mixed-use assets in Tier 1, 2, and 3 cities. This strategic shift coincides with growing interest among India's affluent classes in lifestyle-driven, sustainable urban housing. The firm's robust land assets, history of executing large-scale infrastructure, and partnerships with established names like Tata Power and L&T position it to become a significant player in the next generation of Indian real estate development. Bombay High Court rules in favor of restricting tribal land transfers to non-agricultural use. In a significant move, the Bombay High Court upheld rules that restrict the transfer of tribal agricultural land to non-tribals, reinforcing legal provisions that have existed for over 2 decades. The court ruled that these rules, rooted in the Maharashtra Land Revenue Code, are valid and designed to protect the interests of tribals. The verdict came after a challenge, questioning the constitutionality of a clause in the Maharashtra Land Revenue Code, 1966, and its later amendments, especially those made in 1975. The ruling maintains that only non-agricultural use is permissible in tribal to non-tribal land transfers, a move the court found both legally and socially justified. Ghaziabad Development Authority approves Master Plan, focusing on transit-oriented development. The Unified Master Plan 2031 for Ghaziabad has been approved by the GDA board, marking a key step in the city's development. The plan spans 33,543.1 hectares and supports transit-oriented development along rapid rail, metro lines, and expressways. Key features include mixed-use zones, a special area development near Duhai, and a revised Madhuban Bapudham layout. The Pahal portal was launched for property-related services. INR 2,384 crore USD 286 million was allocated for acquiring land for the Harnandipuram township, with revised compensation rates. Officials believe these steps will enhance infrastructure, improve urban living, and drive Ghaziabad's planned and sustainable growth. Telangana launches pilot land survey to modernize land records and governance. The Telangana government is set to launch a land survey in 413 villages, lacking formal maps and setvas, foundational land record documents. This initiative precedes the Bhu Bharati Act's statewide land survey. Some villages, like Laxmapur in Medchal Malkajgiri, have no records at all. A pilot survey will first be conducted in 5 villages across different districts. Using drone-based aerial surveys and ground truthing, geo-referenced cadastral maps and updated ownership records will be created. Survey firms like RV Associates and Drogo Drones are involved. The pilot will conclude in 2 to 3 months, with full-scale implementation and financing explored thereafter. Maharashtra launches Pratyay Mahabhumi portal to simplify property rights for cooperative housing societies. The Maharashtra government has launched the Pratyay Mahabhumi portal to simplify and digitize the deemed conveyance process for cooperative housing societies. Announced by Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, the portal allows societies to apply online for legal land ownership transfer from builders, a long pending issue affecting over 78,000 societies. The fully digital process eliminates physical submissions and includes virtual hearings with a 6-month resolution timeline. All stages, from document upload to final order, will be handled through the portal. This reform addresses the challenges of redevelopment, repairs, and loans faced by societies lacking land ownership. Housing federations are urging further simplification by reducing the required documentation. Ghaziabad administration acts against 100 hotels without registration and NOKs. Ghaziabad's administration has initiated stringent action against nearly 100 hotels operating without Sarai Act registration and mandatory no objection certificates from relevant departments. Acting on a police report, officials have begun issuing notices to errant establishments, warning of legal action, including sealing. Only about 50 hotels are currently registered, while many lack basic infrastructure and operate illegally in residential areas. A recent inspection revealed 192 hotels functioning without proper documentation, especially in trans-Hindon regions. Authorities stress that procedural complexity is no excuse for non-compliance, and they remain committed to enforcing safety and regulatory standards across the hospitality sector. Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Body lists 176 unsafe buildings before monsoon for public safety. The Kalyan Dombivli Municipal Corporation, KDMC, has identified 176 buildings as highly unsafe and urged residents to vacate them before the next monsoon. The civic body, supported by police intervention if needed, aims to prevent casualties caused by structural collapses. Deputy Commissioner Avadhoot Tawade advised residents in both listed and unlisted buildings to conduct structural audits or relocate if they suspect risk. The crisis stems from illegal constructions, poor enforcement, and unresolved tenant-owner disputes. By issuing this list, KDMC aims to prevent further tragedies through early action, urging residents to take personal responsibility for their safety. Star Housing Finance joins forces with Vastu Housing Finance to empower over 5,000 first-time home buyers. Star Housing Finance Ltd and Vastu Housing Finance Corporation Ltd have announced a strategic co-lending partnership. The collaboration targets supporting over 5,000 first-time home buyers, primarily in semi-urban and rural regions. By leveraging Star HFL's loan origination capabilities and Vastu HFC's capital, technology, and risk-sharing framework, the alliance aims to deepen financial inclusion for economically weaker and low-income groups, traditionally underserved by formal credit systems. This move aligns with the booming affordable housing sector in India, where demand is high due to significant urban and rural housing deficits. Temasek and ADIA to invest $300 million in Indian health tech firm Microlife. Temasek Holdings and Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, ADIA, are planning to invest approximately $300 million in Microlife Sciences, a Warburg Pincus-backed health tech firm, ahead of its initial public offering. The investment will be made through a combination of primary and secondary share sales, valuing the company at over $1.8 billion. Microlife Sciences, a part of the Gujarat-based Bialka Group, operates in diverse segments of the medical devices and consumables market, with a strong presence in India and overseas. Brookfield targets $100 billion in AUM in India. Over the next 5 years, Brookfield Asset Management is targeting a threefold rise in its assets under management, AUM, in India, aiming to reach $100 billion there within the next 5 years. The global asset manager, which currently oversees $30 billion in India across infrastructure, real estate, renewables, and private equity, sees emerging markets like India playing a pivotal role in its projected global AUM growth to $2 trillion. Much of the future growth is expected to stem from strategic mergers and acquisitions alongside organic expansion. Ask. Property fund raises 500 crore rupees for luxury real estate venture. Ask. CLAF I Ask Property Fund, backed by Ask Asset and Wealth Management Group and India Sotheby's International Realty, announced the initial close of its newly launched Alternative Investment Fund, Ask Curated Luxury Assets Fund I. The fund, which aims to channel investments into upscale residential projects in key metropolitan areas, secured 500 crore rupees in just 3 months from a blend of ultra-high net worth individuals and family offices. The fund has plans to raise a total of 1,500 crore rupees, including a green shoe option. GMR Airports reports deeper loss for Q4 FY 2025, despite rise in income. GMR Airports Limited, GAL, reported a widened consolidated loss of 253 crore rupees for the final quarter of FY 2025, compared to 168 crore rupees during the same period last year, even as total income rose to 2,977 crore rupees. For the full fiscal year, the company's loss marginally narrowed to 817 crore rupees. The operator saw a 9% year-on-year increase in passenger traffic. A new tariff order, effective from mid-April, is expected to enhance revenues and profitability. Prayagraj civic body streamlines house tax payments through innovative QR code stickers. Prayagraj Municipal Corporation launched QR code stickers to streamline and accelerate house and water tax collection throughout Sangam city. Starting with commercial properties and expanding zone-wise to residential areas, the initiative enables tax collectors to facilitate both online and offline payments through door-to-door visits. The system enables homeowners to pay house, water, and sewer taxes together. With over 1,77,000 properties identified, the corporation targets immediate recovery from 55,000 buildings. Mumbai Metro gears up for the monsoon with robust safety and service measures. The Maha Mumbai Metro Operation Corporation Limited, MMAMOCL, has implemented a comprehensive monsoon preparedness strategy for Metro Lines 2A and 7 to maintain uninterrupted services and ensure commuter safety. The initiative includes technical inspections, safety reinforcements, infrastructure upgrades, and real-time monitoring. Field-level execution has also been strengthened with nodal officers, dewatering pumps, traffic management personnel, and a dedicated monsoon control room functioning round the clock. Uttar Pradesh commits 8,000 crore rupees to transform Agra and Kanpur into global leather hubs. The Uttar Pradesh government has pledged an investment of 8,000 crore rupees to establish 2 state-of-the-art leather footwear parks in Agra and Kanpur. The parks, with a combined area of 300 acres, are already under development. This move aims to modernize the sector, support MSMEs, scale up production, and strengthen exports. Yeida launches 206-acre tech hub near Noida International Airport. Yeida has initiated plans to develop a 450 crore rupees tech hub across 206 acres in Sector 10 near Noida International Airport. Backed by 144 crore rupees from the center and 340 crore rupees from Yeida, the hub is set to be completed by January 31, 2028. Havells will invest 800 crore rupees on a 50-acre plot, creating 1,000 jobs in the first phase. The remaining land will host 66 industrial plots, with 39 acres reserved for roads, green belts, and infrastructure. ITC Hotels expands presence in Uttar Pradesh, with new Welcome Hotel in Vrindavan. ITC Hotels announced the signing of a Welcome Hotel property in Vrindavan, Uttar Pradesh. This new development strengthens ITC Hotels' foothold in the state, adding to its existing portfolio of 6 operational hotels with 479 rooms. The upcoming Welcome Hotel will offer 120 guest rooms. Radisson Hotel Group accelerates expansion with 5 new hotels across India. Radisson Hotel Group recently announced the launch of 5 new hotels across Jamshedpur, Bengaluru's Yelahanka, Shimla's Koti, Punjab's Gaj, and Prayagraj. This expansion reflects the group's adaptive growth strategy tailored to India's evolving hospitality market, aiming to serve multiple traveler segments from corporate visitors to spiritual tourists. KKR to invest heavily in India with $6.4 billion US dollars. Asia Pacific Infrastructure Fund. Private equity firm KKR has raised $6.4 billion US dollars for its latest Asia Pacific Infrastructure Fund. More than 1/3 of the fund is expected to be deployed in India, reflecting strong investor confidence in the country's infrastructure growth potential. Lunate and Brookfield form $1 billion US dollars joint venture for Middle East residential markets. Lunate, managing $110 billion US dollars in assets, has announced a $1 billion US dollars joint venture with Brookfield to develop residential real estate across the Middle East. The partnership will focus on high-growth markets like the UAE and Saudi Arabia, building on Lunate's stake in Dubai's ICD Brookfield Place. That's a wrap for today. Tune in tomorrow for the latest headlines.